Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Kevin Eat World, where I eat the world. Treats from around the world, whatever however you want to interpret that. Let me turn off this monitor so I can look into your eyes rather than up there, slightly outside of your eyes. Slide my feet under this table. So I kind of decided that because on my other show, Kitchen All Over the World, I cook things I've never tasted before and go out on a limb and try things that I don't know how they're going to turn out. So it could be not so enjoyable. Decided to make this show a little bit more of my favorites, kind of. Cook things that I know and like. And introduce them to you if you haven't tried them. And so today's theme is definitely one of my favorites. It is kind of riff on, don't hold me to it, but it's kind of a Izakaya theme, Japanese bar food kind of stuff. So today I will be eating. Right in front of me I have some Yakitori. These are some chicken wings that I flayed, and this is my favorite. This is chicken skin. It's like chicken bacon. It's amazing. Crispy on the outside, kind of soft on the inside. This is whatever meat was inside of that skin. I just bought wings, so I cut them up and used the dark meat from the second section to make that. And then these are the little wing tips. I don't know if there's really much in there, but it's got skin. It's got some sauce on it. I think it's going to be good. Next, we got some Miso glazed eggplant. Oh my gosh. This is like my favorite little side dish thing. And first time making that, so it could suck. Over here, we got some okonomiyaki, kind of. And you can see it's kind of like, it's not a circle because it kind of fell apart. Couldn't get my hands on octopus. The recipe that I saw was like some boiled octopus leg in there. That would have been really good. But I got some pork and, the usual cabbage and whatnot. And then some things that are not the norm. Bowl of rice, because even though at a izakaya you don't really normally get rice, with all these dishes, kind of need a side of rice. Some kimchi, because kimchi is fucking awesome. And I made the rice, so I got some crispy rice from the bottom of the pan, called noronji in Korean. I don't know what it's called in other languages. I guess namely Japanese, since it's a Japanese feast. Whatever. I'm gonna start eating, as I just did with that. So good. All right. Let's get one of these wings. So these wings, this preparation method was kind of, I saw David Chang do this, and he said it comes from Japan, that he saw it when he was living in Japan. But it looked like a cool way of doing things. Speed up the process, and it's like easy removal of the bones. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. The skin gets nice and crispy since both sides are flayed out and constantly touching the grill. Unfortunately, since I live in an apartment in the city, that I don't think you can do charcoal indoors in the city. I feel like that would be one of those laws, kind of dangerous to do. So I have a grill pan, big cast iron thing. Works pretty well. And you can see it's pretty crispy looking. And I want to try some of this guy over here. Hopefully it's not too hard to dissect. Nope. Yeah, get over here. first time making that too, and that actually turned out pretty well. I had to look up how to make Okonomiyaki sauce, which you can usually find in a bottle, but I couldn't find it. So, and then, so the sauce calls for Worcestershire sauce. That's like the main ingredient, the salty aspect, umami kind of side of things. Nothing within the 5-block radius of my apartment had Worcestershire sauce. They had A1 steak sauce, they had ketchup, they had every other condiment you could ever use for anything, but no Worcestershire sauce. And people kind of gave me, like, looked like I had two heads when I asked them if they had it. They were like, what is that? Anyway. So I used soy sauce instead, and it actually turned out pretty well. You use soy sauce, some honey, some ketchup, which sounds ridiculous, and garlic? No, ginger, grated ginger. I also didn't have, you're supposed to sprinkle what's called aonori on top. It's a type of seaweed, nori being seaweed, ao being blue or green. I don't know why it's specified, but okay. But it's a powdered seaweed. Didn't have it. I grated up some sushi nori in my food processor, and the chunks are kind of big compared to what they should be, but whatever. All right, next up we got, it's falling apart. It looks good. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's really good. Oh, I'm gonna make that again in the future. Definitely. It's super easy to make. You just make a sauce out of miso paste. I think there's like brown sugar in there, sesame seeds, some oil, some sake maybe? There might be sake in that one. No, the sake in the sauce for the yakitori. There's some sake in there. Anyway, make the sauce, grill the eggplant, then put the sauce on it, put it in the oven for a few minutes. It turns out like this. Look at this. It's like butter. It's melting. It's amazing. Over here. I'm doing this wrong. Should be using a spoon and piling some kimchi on top. This guy, if you haven't made rice in a pot before, it's kind of hard to do with a rice cooker to get it as crispy. But this is it tastes like popcorn almost. And it's got this chewy, crunchy texture to it. That this as a snack, they should, if they could bag this up and sell it in stores, probably wouldn't be as good, but I mean, if I was watching a movie and had a big bag full of this stuff, some salt on top, yeah. And in here, I ran out of sake when I was making everything, because this used sake, that used sake, and I drank some. So that's some soju. Not gonna kick that back so quickly because the stuff is strong. Glad this all turned out all right. It took quite a while to put together. So I don't really host too many dinner parties. I did one once, and it worked out all right. But I mean, this right here, the fact that I can cook one thing and let it rest and cook another thing and not have to worry about people getting hungry and this and that. I'd like to have people over and experience my food, but so stressful. Oh man. I need more chicken. I'm gonna try the dark meat now. And this one, because it's like scraps of chicken, it turned out to be like a kebab kind of thing. It's just like a whole jumble of chicken. Nothing like grilled chicken, aside from fried chicken. Oh, so these are my awesome chopsticks. I don't know. Oh, the light doesn't really. I don't know if you can. Maybe I'll adjust it in post. Haha. There you go. Biker dudes. Because I'm a biker dude. So that's my fun little chopsticks. I have these. I have ones with sushi chefs. And my favorite is the drunken salaryman, where it's a picture of a guy with a tie around his head and he's got like rosy cheeks. It's pretty accurate. Not much on here. Still, it's got the sauce, and it's got skin, and maybe a tiny bit of meat in there. Kind of not worth the effort, but why waste it? Ugh, all the sauce from the chicken's getting on the napkin. Oh well. This kimchi's kind of weird tasting. I don't know. I guess it's a living thing, so it kind of tastes different every time. But whatever brand this is, I'm gonna try something different next time. More of this. So you guys should leave in the. Is that gonna fall? In the comments section. You know, like I said, I'm gonna do like my favorite foods and change it up every week and try and do a different thing. But leave me suggestions for things that you think that I would like. I mean, I like all types of food. It's kind of the premise of my other show, is see what it is that I like and I don't like, test my limits. But there's a ton of food that I do like. So, you know, and I get into these slumps of, not slumps, but routines. You know, you buy a certain set of spices and ingredients, and because you have them on hand, you tend to make the same kind of food over and over again. Like, if I buy, I don't know, a bunch of zucchini and pasta, I'll make Italian food. If I buy gochujang and, you know, sesame oil, then I'll make Korean. But there's so much out there. Why not switch it up every once in a while? Or all the time. Time for some chicken skin. Let's see how it turned out. Yeah, that's the best stuff ever. This really is. If you haven't had this, and if you just like if you are grilling up some chicken and you take the skin off beforehand, save it, and put it on a skewer, fold it up. It looks really thick, but it's actually like layer upon layer of zigzag skin. My mustache is getting caught in my mouth. That's when you know it's time to trim it. When you take a drink, when it's in your, just dripping down, it's like, it's time. Wow. The outside is just super crispy, and the inside just stays like, because, you know, skin has fat on the inside and skin on the outside, so it just crisps up and gets gooey on the inside. Good stuff. There. Put over here. What do you know? I'm ambidextrous. Not really. Well, maybe I am. I don't want to drop all my food. It's worth a shot. Let's see. Yeah. Today I learned I can pick things up with both hands. And that will come in handy in the future. I can't write with both hands. Horrible at that, but eggplant in general is so good, but you get that sweetness to it, and the skin kind of just like roasts up. It's so good. Okay, what's next? Got another chicken wing. Good. Get off of there. Put those over there. Okay. So I started running. My gym membership expired. Well, not really. I went to a weightlifting gym. Olympic weightlifting. They were inside of another gym. That's like just a club. And their contract expired with the gym. The gym wanted to get like Pilates equipment or something to take the space. So that's over. I've been trying to figure out what to do. So in the meantime, I'm running, and it's, I hate running. I think I'm better than I was before, because before I started weightlifting, I tried running once. Once. Now, I used to run a little bit, but I would cramp up so much within like the first quarter mile. So now I'm doing this Couch to 5K thing. It's an app that'll time you and tell you when to start running and start walking. Keeps you on pace. Yeah, I can do the whole allotted time, and it's been all right. But oh man, my legs right now are kind of cramping up almost because of the way I'm sitting. Stuff is kind of messy though. Oh, so I fixed my table, kind of. I'm halfway done with fixing my table. I moved the legs all the way out to the side. So I can actually, if I wanted to, oh, there we go. My legs are crossed under the table. It's actually kind of comfortable. If I wasn't so tense from running before. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Rice, rice, rice. This is a good meal. Ah, no. Okay, get over here. This is so convenient. Am I kicking the tripod? I think I just kicked the tripod. It doesn't look off. No, good. I feel like kimchi and rice are like the best. I say that about a lot of things, but kimchi and rice together, that's a solid meal. Okay, I'm not comfortable like this. I'm gonna put my feet back out. Oh, there we go. A little bit more of you. Okay. Okonomiyaki time. So this is fairly easy to make. It's like a pancake. You just take some flour, some baking powder, which I have no idea what that does. I don't know what baking soda is, what baking powder is. I know, is it baking soda? I think it's baking powder that they use in ramen noodles or in the water because it makes it alkaline. I don't know what that does anyway, but means it's not acidic. It's the opposite. So anyway, baking powder, flour, cabbage, dashi. Dashi is just a broth made out of kombu, which is kelp, and some bonito flakes. Some scallions are in there, some pork, and on top is some mayo, some sauce, some nori. But apparently, well, like all other omelets and pancakes, I have a hard time flipping them. Good at cooking, bad at flipping. So it fell apart. Oh well. Looks aren't everything. Put that over there. Pretty surprised at how quickly the views went up on this on the first video, which is why I'm doing a second one. I know it took me a while, but you know, I've got my other show that I do every week. I've got other things in my life, huh? So but yeah, no, I really like this format. I like watching other people's mukbangs, and you know, it's nice to see what other people are eating, and you know, hear people talk about what's going on with their food. Somewhat strangely relaxing, I guess, is what people say about it. What I would say about it. Get on there. So I hope you're enjoying this. And, you know, if you have topics you want me to talk about, Let me know in the comments. That was my Genesis controller. I've been playing a lot of Genesis lately. Shinobi was awesome. What else was I playing the other day? I don't know. Man, it's so good. I don't know if I can finish all this. This is probably won't eat all that rice. I'll probably save that for later. Might save this for later too. I don't know if there are rules to this. Do I have to eat? I mean, when you watch people doing this format, these tiny, tiny little girls eating like a pile of noodles. Is there a rule that says you have to finish it? It's impressive when they do. When I do, you're just like, oh, okay. So I think I'm gonna call it. It was a delicious meal. I recommend all of this. And if you want the recipe for any of these, just do what I did. Look on YouTube, because they're not my recipes to share, I guess. They're somebody else's favorite. Actually, so Yakitori and the Okonomiyaki were both I got from Cooking with Dog, which is like one of the, I love these crazy cooking channels. There's Cooking with Dog is amazing because it's a dog narrating the entire thing. His name is Francis, and he's a little poodle, I guess. Yeah. So go watch Cooking with Dog. I'll be here eating my rice. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Kevin Eat World, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I think I said that already. Thanks for watching. Bye.